In this video, we're going to go through some steps that we're going to perform on the PCs that are in our distributed processing network that we're going to build. Now, these steps are common to all the PCs in our network. Some of them will have additional steps that we'll go over in additional videos, but these 5 steps that we're going to do right now are common to all the PCs that are in our distributed network. So the first thing we want to do in this one is we're going to turn off the Windows firewall. So we can click down here on the Start button, Control Panel, Windows Firewall. Then over here on the left, we're going to turn the firewall on or off. And we want to turn it off for private networks and go ahead and turn it off for public networks. We can click OK. And of course, the Action Center is going to tell us that it's off as a warning, which is of course something that we don't want to do on our own home networks. But our distributed network is not touching the internet, so it's in no danger, so we can turn the firewalls off. Okay, the next thing we want to do is we want to disable the antivirus. In our labs, we use Microsoft Security Essentials. You may use AVG or Avast or Norton. The steps may be a little bit different, but in Microsoft Security Essentials, we just want to disable the real-time protection. So we'll go over here to real-time protection, and we're just going to turn it off. Save changes, and close that. Again, the Action Center is going to give us a warning, but that's okay. For the same reason that it's okay that we turn off the firewall, our network is not going to touch any outside source, so it's not going to get a virus. And another thing we want to do that's also going to help us increase performance quite a bit is we want to turn off the indexing in Windows. To do that, we're going to go Start, and in the search box down here, we're going to type services.msc. And then it'll bring up the little services applet. Then we want to scroll down to the bottom where we're looking for Windows Search. Okay, it's right there. We'll double click on it. We want to stop the service, and we're going to disable it. And apply, and OK, and close that. And the reason we do that is the same reason we disable the antivirus. These systems are going to be flooded with data streams, and we don't want the antivirus software to check all that data that we're going to put in it, and we certainly don't want Windows to index all those things that we're going to be streaming through these PCs. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to create a mirrored user account that's going to be common for all the PCs in our distributed network. To do that, we go to Start, back to the Control Panel once again, but this time we're going to go over here to User Accounts. So I'll click on that. We're going to manage another account, create a new account, and we're going to keep it real simple. We're going to call this account FTK, and we need to make him an administrator. We're going to create the account, and there's our FTK administrator account. So when I clicked on that, we got some more options over here. And what I have to do next is I have to create a password. The reason that we do that is in Windows 7, accounts without a password don't have sharing enabled. So we need to put a password on there. We're going to keep it simple, and we're going to call the password FTK, and my hint's even going to be FTK. So we're going to create the password, and now we have a password-protected FTK administrator account. So we'll go ahead and close that. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to change the IP address on this machine. And again, this is something that we'll do on all the PCs in our network. We'll give them a different IP address, but we'll go through the steps on how we do that. We're going to go Start, Control Panel once again. This time we're going to go to the Network and Sharing Center. We're going to change the adapter settings, and there's the adapter that I have in this PC. So what we'll do now is right-click on it, select Properties, and we want to change the IPv4 address. So we'll double-click on that, and the dialog box will come up telling us that this PC, like most, is getting its IP address from a DHCP server. But we want to put a static IP address on this PC. So we're going to click the Use the Following IP Address radio button, and we'll give it a common Class C address of 192.168.1.1. Let's say this is the first PC that we're setting up in our network. Okay, we'll click the subnet mask area, and it'll fill in the subnet mask with the default Class C mask, and that's fine. Just keep that. And then we'll click OK. OK your way out of that. Close this window, and that should take care of it. And those are the 5 steps that we want to take to initially set up PCs to run in our distributed processing network.